Today, in our series of meetings at the Manger, we are meeting with one of the major players of the Christmas story, Mary, the mother of Jesus. A young girl promised in marriage to Joseph and looking forward to a happy future. But then one day the angel appears to her, and her life is changed forever by the message he brings her. We read in the Gospel of Luke chapter 1, verse 31, "You will become pregnant and give birth to a son, and you will name him Jesus." So Mary was to have a son, but she's not married yet. And Joseph, well, her husband-to-be, he's not going to be the father of this child. A bit of a dilemma. But the child was to be born, was to be the Messiah, the Saviour of the world. Can you imagine her shock and bewilderment? Who wouldn't be terrified of this? But Mary chose faith instead of fear. It strikes me each time I read this part of the Christmas story that Mary doesn't ask the angel, "Why me? Why do I have to go through this? Why could it not be someone else?" It was such a life-changing situation she was faced with. Can you even begin to imagine how Mary felt? She was only young, with her whole life ahead of her. She was engaged to be married. What would Joseph think now? Well, she had parents, she had family, she had friends. What would they think? She didn't have years of life experience in coping with the unknown. Yet she knew how this would be viewed in her community. She risked being shunned by friends, rejected by Joseph. Yet Mary didn't argue with God's plan. Her answer to the angel was clear. "I am the Lord's servant. Let it be with me just as you have said." She accepted God's grace and praised him. While others would sneer, Mary remained steadfast. I think if it were me, I'd have found it very difficult not to ask, "Why me?" You know, at different times in our lives, we all face changing situations. The events of the last 2 years have shown us how a virus can transform our whole world. During this time, we've all faced challenges and trials, changes in our lives, from travel restrictions, working at home, illness, worry about loved ones, and most of all, a huge amount of uncertainty. This, plus all the other life changes that naturally come our way. There have certainly been times in my life when I found it hard not to ask, "Why me?" when grappling with something big, when doubts creep in and we can't see a way forward. But when we have faith in God, when we have a real living relationship with Christ, it is much easier to surrender all to him. We may not understand it at this time, but his way is always perfect. His ways are not our ways. God works everything for our good. Through faith, we can bring all our cares, fears, and anxieties to the foot of the cross and leave them there. The Bible tells us to do this in 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7, where we read, "Cast all your cares upon him, because he cares for you." As the carol "Born in Me" puts it, Mary had the perfect response. I am not brave. I'll never be. The only thing my heart can offer is a vacancy. I'm just a girl, nothing more. But I am willing. I am yours. How about you? Are you willing to do the same? To trust God enough to leave all your worries, fears, and uncertainties in his hands? Confident that he is the all-powerful, wise God. We can only do this if we trust him, and we will only trust him if we believe in his word, the Bible. God speaks to us through his word today rather than through angels as he did to Mary. But the response required is still the same. Trust God and accept his plans. Mary's journey to Bethlehem was painful. It was a struggle. It had blessings and hardship, celebration and brokenness. The journey for us today is the same. Mary had unwavering conviction, an unshakable faith, and you can have it too. The invitation is waiting. Meet with Mary at the manger this Christmas and join her in saying, "Here I am, Lord. May it be to me as you have said."